Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Banner Saga. So we are now gonna talk to this lovely lady here again. Rook. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny. My father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? I never care for that expression. It means you're gonna be okay. People look up to you, or, let's go with people look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I've thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? Your family, you should carry it. What would you have done, or her? Let's go with, what would you have done? That's what I've been thinking about so much. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they would follow you. I would vouch for you. You're probably right. Or, let's go with... She's a pretty good archer. Let's go with I would follow you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time to pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. I definitely think that's what we're going with. She looked sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've heard, or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Nalette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts a hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Morale improved. Hell yeah. Okay, +5 renown. So I think now we have done a little thing. We don't need to rest or heroes. We've got enough fighters. We've got 10 days of supply. So yeah, let's leave and let's leave and make our way to the next part. Okay, so we've left this lovely town again. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognise this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. I think we are going to... We'll wish them well. Yeah, let's let them off and see where they go. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps on the shoulder and the fighters depart. +5 renown. -8 fighters. We've got 71 left, that's fine. I think we're good. Morale declined, but we're still in normal, I think. Complaints of Randvaster's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas for a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Randvaster's leg before leading him to you. Yeah, no drinking for this man at all. Nothing but water. Randvaster groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Randvaster manages to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. Alright, next time, if he crops up again, he's out. He's on his own. Can't be risking everyone for that guy. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Randvaster, the unabashed drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings and furious men surround Randvaster. Okay, yeah, I literally just said the guy's gone. I'm gonna banish him from the caravan. I'm not gonna let him beat him up or kill him. I think he's crying wolf, so he's gone. The man's meagre belongings and some food are thrown in the pile as everyone moves on. He's tied loosely to a tree. You'd expect he'll break his bonds eventually once he sobers up. Please, I swear, he pleads to your back, finally realising his plight. Whether his dredge were imagined or not, you don't expect to see him again. Well, yeah, you know, morale declined. Yeah, 3 times. That's his first strike, buddy. First time, let him off a warning, ban him from the drink. Oh, let's see what's going on.
Walls of Frostvellr now just keep
Frostvellr, I remember that.
With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
It does look like a pretty good wall. It's a tiered wall as well. There's hills that go up and down, which should make her life a lot easier. Although I don't know if the combat in this game has elevation. I've not seen any yet. From a defensive point of view, though, it looks good. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellr for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly find you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blodsburg, Greyhorn, people from Biltra and the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellr has locked himself in his great hall. That's why they've closed the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I do want to know what's going on in there, but we can't really lay low, not with the Dredge nearby. We don't have supplies to travel elsewhere. So we're getting in the walls somehow. But let's go getting in the walls. I can get the gate open, says Ivor. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. There's definitely one way of a goat man getting through the door. Right, so we've got the market, heroes, rest and gate. Let's go to the market, anything useful to buy. We have obsidian bell, 3 armor per rest, 2 aggro. Aggro is not something they've told us about, so I'm guessing that is likelihood of people going after you, and 1 strength. Or the Bjorg Avlender. This dueling crushed headband, I have an ivory white cat, plus 2 armor return. That I'm buying. I can't use it for a while, but 2 armor return will be very handy. I think we're good about the obsidian bell, although it is a blue, which probably means it's good. I don't know. We don't need to we don't need to rest. We don't need heroes to the gate. You approach the gate, where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors, several pin-cushioned bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belonged there. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men, women, below intermittently call for mercy and reason, when they're not flinging stones and curses. Right, we can either ask Ivor if he expected to push the gates open, we can find out more information from the crowd, which I'm leaning towards right now, we can shout at the guards or leave the gates and try something. Let's find out from the crowd what's going down. You spent an hour talking to different people, who all have the same story. A couple of days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Gil pulls you aside. I was following the outside of these walls, he said. There's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but a handful of us could get in. We might be able to open the gates from the inside. I think the water passage is a good idea, but I'm going to shout to the guards first and get their side of it as well. We're from Asukurra. Open the gates, you shout to the archers. We're not expecting much, you get as response you expected. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy. Okay, let's leave the gates and let's go to the water. You leave the crowd and head back down the hill. There are a lot of people gathered around the rest of the houses, said Oddleaf, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. No, I'm gonna go to... Oh, I thought Gil was saying there was, I'll be able to go through, like, the waterways, which is not on the map, so let's go... What houses? Let's go back to the gate then. Approach the gate, 100 people, yada yada yada. Let's see what Ivor's got to say. I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor. Despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army, and when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not gonna... That's a terrible idea, you say. We don't even know how many are in there. Ivor folds his arms. He seems almost relieved they didn't have to live up to his earlier boast. Let's leave the gate and try something else. Oddleaf telling us what... She keeps saying about these houses. I can't see. There's nothing to click on. There's no houses to interact with. Let's go to heroes. Anything in here? Nope. Although we've got a let back. I want this item off a let. Give me that. Bam. Right, I got my item back off her. She's the worst version of Oddleaf, I think. So we will keep this on. I can't remember what you do. +1 armor, strength, and will. That can go to Oddleaf. Okay. Alright. Rest. We might need to rest up, I guess, but try and mark it one more time. Nope, nothing new in here. Definitely nothing to click on, no. Oh, I should have taken Gil up on that waterway. You spend the whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in the gate. There are a lot of wounded people here, as a led. We could help them. Gil pulls you. Ah, good. Gil pulled me inside. Water passage. Let's do the water. Right. Now we've got another choice. We can either tend to the wounded, settle in for long haul, rest, or leave. I'm going to check out the water passage, because I think that's definitely the way in. I'm not fitting through there, says Ivor. When you arrive at the narrow ducts, go without me. It looks like you'll get you on top of the walls and then down to the gate where you can open it. Okay, let's get Ivor to wait by the gates. I do have a bad feeling about this, but let's get Ivor to wait for us while we go through. When Gil said water, you should have guessed runoff. Still, you managed to squeeze your way through tight stonework and force your way past an iron gate. You take stairs to the top of the walls. As you approach the gates, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Oh god, we're fighting them anyway. Okay, let's see. We've got Gil, Hugin, Mugen, Oddleaf and Rook. And we can take Alette, so let's bring her along as well. Although she's a worse version of Oddleaf as far as I'm concerned. Items, items, items. Ready for battle. Okay. I was not planning to fight them. I wanted to see if there was any way we could sort of sneak. There's only 4 of them though, to be fair. Right, I got 4 of them, so you can go to take care of that guy. You two can get up front. Ooh. You can go back here. You can get here to take these. You're an archer, so you two go straight on. And that leaves 2 archers to take these. 2 archers to this guy. And you to go for that guy there. So 9, 11, 10. So yeah, so 1, 1, 2, and 2. Perfect. To battle. Straight to this guy's face. Right, he's got a lot of armor. Let's just do 2 health damage just to take his armor down. Right. Yep, that's fine. But what the hell was that? What on earth was that? I want that ability. Okay, nope, we're not going to do that. We are going to bloody flail this man. Basically going to flail them down. Am I losing? Oh god, I'm losing armor as well. And then he's shooting. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Right, what's this person's health? 6 and 7. It's knocking down by 3, so at least not doing any real damage. Okay. Oh, god. Oh, actually, he's in bad shape. We might need to actually all 3 of you team up on this guy. Yeah, let's big face. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but yeah, let's 80%. Right, let's just drop armor for the first one because she needs to get the hell out of there. Alette's not doing too. Oh, that going for. Oh, that's fine. We're going for Alette then. Guy needs to get out of here as well. Maybe this wasn't the best setup we had here. It's 4 armor. Drop his armor down to nothing, so we can just start doing high damage to this guy. Okay, I think this is going very badly. Very, very badly indeed. Still only 80% damage. Drop his armor to nothing or 80% for 2. We need to drop his damage. I guess 80% is a pretty good chance. Good. Okay, no deflection. Where's his archer going? Come back. That's fine. We don't mind this. Right, now you need to get involved again. Get in their faces. 7 and 9. Ideally, I wanted to. Got to start dropping their health and dropping their damage. Okay, well, Alette's out the picture. 60%. That's not good. So what's your health at? 3. Oh god, I think you're going down as well, aren't you? Okay, let's get out the way. Let's just take care of this person. Still 70%. I'm gonna risk it. Deflect. God damn it! It's a deflection. All right. Yep, that's fine. I think these over here are sorted, but I think I might lose. Ah, I should have put him on the other side. Can I go back? Nope, I cannot. That was a mistake. Right, let's drop their archer down to 1 damage. Yeah, he's going to knock out this guy. Oh, alright, there's 2 people out. I don't know how significant there is yet. Like, are they unconscious for a while? Do I have to rest and get them back? Or are they, like, gone? Because if they're gone, I'm in trouble. free armor. I don't mind that so much. Right, this guy. You can go down. Let's drop him to 1 damage. So he's 1 damage out the question. He's not really that big a deal now. And this guy's... Right, I think these two over here are dealt with. Yeah. We can knock these down to that's no problem. These two out of the fight. Right, let's... You know, you got another willpower. Let's just get this person out of the way. You should survive a hit from this guy. Okay. Right, that's what he's doing. What? What on earth is that ability? Okay, let's take this guy out of the fight. Oh, that does damage. 2 armor, then 8 health damage. Okay, let's just 80% to finish the guy. That them good odds. I keep forgetting about this up here. Okay. Oh, let's... Yeah, we need to just start dropping this guy's actual health down. So he's 7. Okay, so now when we can start doing... I should have done another renown shot, but that's fine. This guy's should be on the pitch now, to be fair. 2 damage, drop him to 2 health. Deflection. That's why, yeah, this fight's in the bag now, but yeah, that was very badly done by me. I underestimated how much damage like the brothers could do. Let's get Edge to finish him off. Come on, just attack. Oh, can I attack from straight next to me? Okay, my bad. Done and dusted. There's these folk down. Well, both the brothers fell and the let fell, so I need to reevaluate how strong I think each character. Injured in battle. Okay, so is that Hugin injured in battle? And Mugen injured in battle. Okay, that's very bad. But, you know, it's a learning curve. Let's see how we do with this. Egil, what in the depths are you doing? Oh, he looks angry. Letting ourselves in. I can see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here? Dead. All those women and children with you? Dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skarl. What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters in the Varl outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Ekil. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms if it wasn't that clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story anyway. At least 3 clans are in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor, and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, you've got your own Varl, that counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall, you fight for me, and to take back Frostvellr. I don't take sides, too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. That's a good bit of advice. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses, what do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. His whole twitch gets me every time. Think carefully about what you want. I think, yeah, we should join this guy. Like, he seems good. He seems angry, and he seems ginger. Good, because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. Ekil shouts to his men, and with the gates closed, you follow him down obscured alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making up as we go, Ivor. Yeah, this is, Chapter 3. Little did they sleep. Okay, that did not go how I was, planning or expecting. Oh, are we swapping off Rook again? No problemo. Okay. Hakon, we're back. I was about to get as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies too. You perk up, just now realising Morgrove has been talking to you. Since Volknir died, everyone's been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon? I heard you. What are you saying? Sorry, just tired. Go on. Yeah, he's tired. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric, I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that's wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You're sure that wound is healed, Luden? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happened to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. To be fair, Luden is the prince, but the king has died, so... yeah. Volgnir's dead. No reason to stay. What do you expect me to do? Go back to my father and tell him one Varl died so the alliance is over? He has a point. As Volgar's Kender... I don't know what that... Kendra? Is that like kin? You have the same responsibilities, Hakon. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Cautious, no more losses. We cover the mountainside and dredge bodies. We don't stop until Sklid is retaken. Where's Sklid? Is it we're gonna take Sklid. Glad to hear it. Give the word and we'll set off. We need to retake a town. We need to get a sort of base of operations to move about. Okay, let's see what you want here has to say. I'd ask you how you're dealing with Volgnir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Morgul, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Volgnir. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. What can you tell about the caravan? Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? You think we'll walk into a death trap? I think, yeah, let's go with the death trap. This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to the deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Volgnir to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although, I have to wonder... Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. Tell the caravan, what do we command? Let's find out about Volgnir. I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head, and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Does sound important. I'm going to press him on it. How did Volgnir die? We ran into Dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was laying face down like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Luden? He probably didn't. But... damn it. We should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. We don't have to worry about the caravan. We don't have to worry about being command. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Okay, so we've got map and we got one more interaction. You knew him well, didn't you? Volgnir? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use some help there. The scrivenger leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Morgul's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. Yeah, what is this journal all about? Well, I heard you're a terror in your day. He does look like a very large, imposing goat man. Let's ask about the terror. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years of me. Just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumer is close, I think. But the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Although, the scrivenger gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery brain out for John Deere now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. Not gonna worry about the journal. I guess he's just noting down his day to day. Suppose happened to the sun. How's he meant to know? You know, it just stopped, as I said. Let's ask. He might know. You never know. God, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths of you. Ha! Okay, we don't worry about it in the journal, so let's get some rest and some more marching. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born of a grudge. Don't worry about me. I don't know if horseborn's meant to be like a slang or an insult or map hero. Actually, yeah, who do we have with this guy? This is the goat men, isn't it? Hakon, Morgrun, Gunolf, and Eric. Oh yeah, Gunolf's the one with the big AoE hit, which would have been very handy in a few of these other fights. Alright, let's leave. Nothing else in this town to do by the looks of it. And away we go. What's this here? Camp. Oh, I can camp at any time. Look at that, says Mogger. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. Be a waste of time. Mogger sent tomorrow to take care of it. We have got 466 Varl. I don't think we need to worry about it. Strand was that town we left, wasn't it? So we did take a lot of their stuff. Right, we'll send some warriors to deal with it, and we'll carry on. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan. He rushes off to find some volunteers. Lude and his men are not asked. You return to travel. +5 renown, -10 Varl. Yeah, 10 Varl versus 12 Skag. Easy. Hakon. You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up for camp for the first day. And brace yourself. Can we speak? As equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? Well, he's not wrong. Why do I ask? In fact, I plan to go out of my way to kill them. We only kill dredge when necessary. I'll ask why. I want to know why he wants to know. Because since we left Arenberg, the Varl have been acting like I need protection. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That's my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Aberrang. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And I expected more resistance. From Volgnir, maybe. They tell me you were his Kender. That's why you're in charge now? Some sort of next of kin Varl thing? Don't you take on his responsibilities? Why the tough act, kid? Yes, worry about this. Don't look down on me again. Don't you dare. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you, though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Okay, I think I may have messed that conversation up because I wanted to figure out what he was about. On exertion. You've gotten some characters of high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to free exertion lets you add 3 damage to every attack. Or move 3 spaces further than usual, if you've got the willpower for it. Remember, each stat is equally important in combat. Choose wisely. That's very true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to call this one here for now then. It seems a good place before we get involved with whatever else is coming up next. So we've got these lovely people here, 2 new people to talk to, so hopefully new heroes. But again, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed it, want to see more, click like, subscribe. I'll be doing daily content updates, all that usual jazz. But for the meantime, stay well and stay safe. Ciao ciao.